So look, I'm not stupid. I know how this goes. What's most likely going to happen is somebody with a lot more resources, whether it's money, popularity, fewer inhibitions against the use of AI, or just in general all of the above, is going to come along and they're going to create something remarkably similar to what I'm currently working on. And this may be entirely by coincidence, or it might be because they actually were inspired by what I'm doing. And they saw the opportunity, knowing full well that they've got a lot more resources than I do, to take something and make it work. That is what most likely is going to happen. I have already come to terms with this, but that doesn't mean I'm going to stop trying. It just means that I know I'm on borrowed time when it comes to working on this project. I don't know what else to do than what I'm doing, because I'm really giving it everything to try to make this happen, and I don't have a whole lot to give. I spend most of my time here working for a paycheck and in a place where I don't particularly want to be, but it is where I am. It is the reality of my life. And by working on my game, I am actively attempting to change that, and I'm actively attempting to create a life that I actually want. And I don't know if that's ever going to happen, and I have to be okay with it not happening. I have to be okay with the fact that I'm just going to try and give it my best, and that's about all I can do in the end. A big part of it comes down to luck. I think thousands of people scroll by every day as if to say, you're not important enough for our time and our attention, and that is just the reality of it. But there's a chance that the right person or the right people could stop, watch, pay attention, and actually say, hey, you know what, there's something here that I want to support, that I want to help grow, and that I want to help this person achieve. And it's just a chance. And that's all it comes down to. That's all it comes down to, is just a chance. So yeah, I don't know why I needed to say this, but I felt like I needed to say it. I felt like I needed to put it out there, that I acknowledge the situation. I acknowledge that the odds are against me. And I want to add that there's a chance that I am just so blind to my own idea, so jaded by it, that I think it's really great and it's just not. Maybe it's just not good, and that's why it's not succeeding. But no matter what, I owe it to myself to try, because the only other option is to just accept things the way they are. And I have a really hard time doing that, especially at this point in my life. I have lived long enough to know that if you want change, you have to actively pursue it. So that's all I've got to say for whoever's listening. Until next time, I'll catch you later.